Biafrans reject the global conspiracy against the Biafran people. At this moment, we use this media to demand the unconditional release of the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Mazi Simon Ekpa Joko, who the Finland authority have held incommunicado for long now. They say they are investigating, and it's been months up to now. No charge has been brought against the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. We hereby demand the immediate release, the unconditional release of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. The global conspiracy against the Biafrans is unacceptable. We will never, ever accept it. It doesn't matter how they try to paint it, the whole world is watching. And it is sad that the world is silent, watching the atrocities committed against the Biafran people. Mazi Simon Ekpa is only asking for the freedom of his own people. He's only defending his own people, trying to save the innocent lives that are being wasted away. Free Mazi Simon Ekpa now.
Breaking news reaching us now, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has been arrested, extradited to Nigeria, and is right now being arraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing charges bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the Federal High Court.
It was an unjust war.
Long ago, in the heart of Biafra, a nation was born from the ashes of war. A war that scarred the land and its people, yet it never killed the spirit of freedom.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more.
It was in this land, scarred by conflict, that Nnamdi Kanu was born, a son destined to revive the dream of independence for Biafra.
And if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Raised with the echoes of his ancestors' struggles, Kanu understood that the wounds of war ran deep in the hearts of his people. The scars from the Biafran War, which ravaged the land and cost countless lives, had never healed. The dream of an independent Biafra, broken but not forgotten, lived on in the hearts of those who survived. It was these voices, these memories, that called him to action. As Nnamdi Kanu grew, so did his voice. He became a preacher of justice, a messenger for those who were unheard. He spoke not just for his generation, but for all those whose lives were shattered by the war. The pain of the past was alive within him, and his words resonated with the cries of the oppressed.
as well. I was with them. Musa Kalamo is also there. Belief is also there.
But as Kanu's message spread, so did the fear of the establishment. His calls for self-determination grew louder, shaking the very foundations of the government. They feared the revival of a Biafran spirit, one that could awaken the wounds of the past and ignite a new conflict. And so, they moved against him. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, his body captured, but his spirit unbroken. The authorities believed that imprisoning him would extinguish the fire he had started. But they failed to understand the depths of his cause. The pain of the war, the bloodshed of the past, was not something easily forgotten. It was a flame that could never be fully extinguished. His arrest became a symbol of the struggle that began in the blood-soaked fields of the Biafran War. The demand for freedom was still alive. The fight for justice continued, not just for Nnamdi Kanu, but for all the lives lost, for all the children born into a world of scars. The fight for Biafra is not just his fight. It is the fight of all those who have ever dreamed of a free land. And though the past may haunt the present, the future is still unwritten. As long as the story of Nnamdi Kanu is told, as long as the voices of his people rise, the dream of Biafra lives on. Arrested again, 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 and yet again.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate, my right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism.
This is Nnamdi Kanu speaking. Biafra land, listen. They thought they could silence me, but they didn't just cage me. They caged your spirit. They made you forget that our land still bleeds, that our people still suffer, that nothing has changed. 5 years in chains. But what about you? Are you not free? Or have they bound your voice with fear? The struggle was never about me, it was about you, your children, your land, your future. So I ask you, where is the fire that once burned in your heart? Where is the voice that once roared for freedom? Wake up! Rise again. Speak. Act. Remember who you are. This is Nnamdi Kanu.
On this day, we gather round to honor the heroes, lest they be forgot by Biafra's soldiers.
To all Biafrans worldwide, from the Idoma to the Igede, the Igala to the Ogoni, the Ijo to Wanang, Orong to the Ekit, the Ikwere to the Igbo, and all Biafrans, mark your calendar. A historic moment is upon us. On Friday, May 30th, 2025, the United States of Biafra government proudly invites you, all citizens and allies of Biafra, to a 3-in-1 event to mark the Memorial Day of our heroes and heroines at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit and the inauguration of our DC administrative office, a beacon of hope, strength, and unity for all Biafrans.
Government, the citizen, build we stand as one, united, in our land. Guided, government making us proud every day. Blessed by the people.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop. God knows we can never stop until Biafra is restored. We are peace-loving people. We abhor death and killing of another soul. It's in our nature, that's how we are. But because of that, they have been coming and killing us all these years. We've kept quiet. They've been killing and killing and killing quiet. We have a case at the ICC. We have a case at Africa Union. We have a case at what else again? Pending before the UN in New York. We've been to Geneva to tender our case. Before UN, till today, nothing. In fact, the more we complain to them, the more they come to abduct and rape our children, the more they come to kill us, the more they want to take over our land and our forests. And who told them that's going to be possible in our time? In a movement that I lead, you think you can come into our land and take it over? Oh dear. That means you don't know who we are. 30.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected to this program wherever you are connecting from. Please like and share this program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that you can be able to reach so that we can continue to preach this gospel, the gospel of Biafra, gospel of freedom. Every one of us should join in preaching this message. Wherever you are watching us from, like and share this program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Don't keep this message to yourself, because it is a message that everyone must hear. Remember, today is sit at home, and Biafrans sat at home in various places. And we will continue to sit at home to make sure that our voice is being heard. A lot is happening, a lot is going on, and continue to go on. But we must not relent in our effort. We must not allow the enemies to take over our land. We must continue to do what we have to do to make sure that the voice of the Biafran people is heard. There is a lot of propaganda and blackmail out there. There are a lot of temptations that is coming from right, left, and center. But in the midst of all this trouble, we must not give up. Wherever you are watching this program, please invite somebody to join you, because this radical evangelism is a responsibility in our hand to educate our people and to educate the world about the atrocities of Nigeria in Biafra territory. It is not a crime to ask for self-determination. It is not a crime to go for self-defense. It is not a crime to stay alive. Wherever you are watching from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Abiyama, please invite somebody to come and sit with you and join you in this program. You are going to learn a lot. Let us do our review as always, as we have always done on this platform. Listen carefully and share as you join on today's review. There are evidence to show that the sit at home is still ongoing against all odds, against all the propaganda, blackmail, against all the lies we are seeing everywhere. The sit at home is ongoing. Without being enforced, Biafrans are sitting at home. The Zoological Republic government has tried on several occasions to make it look as if it's been enforced. But the more they try, the more they fail. Biafrans on their own are sitting at home. If you are not a Biafran or you are from other parts of the world are hearing us, we call on all independent media, international media, go to Biafran land and see for yourself and interrogate people. Biafrans has continued to show the world that they no longer want to be part of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. We did not stop at the redeclaration of Biafra on the 29th of November 2024. After the redeclaration, Biafrans have continued to show that they are out and out for good. And Nigerian government have lost legitimacy in Biafran territory. We know that Pharaoh will not go without a fight. Even when the Pharaoh allowed the Israelites to go, he went on chasing them up to the Red Sea. So, my beloved Biafrans, I know it's not going to be easy, and you should know that it's not going to be an easy cake. They will continue to be there. They will continue to try what they can to pull us back. But we must remain consistent. That is how we are going to overcome them. Remember the word of our Prime Minister, that even after the redeclaration, don't expect them to disappear immediately. Their presence will be there. But it is our duty to intensify in every single thing we need to do. Double our effort. If you have been contributing a little, increase your contribution. If you have been praying 1 hour, pray 2 hours. Whatever you have been doing, increase your effort. That is the way we can be able to overcome the challenges ahead of us. But I tell you, Biafran people have continued to speak. Initially, the propaganda was that this Simon Ekpa Njoko was instigating. First of all, it was Mazen Nandekan instigating, and they kidnapped. Then they went ahead to restrict Mazen Simon Ekpa, that he is the one instigating Biafra. Today, the Biafrans and the sit at home has become tougher than ever. It has increased more than ever, showing that Biafrans made a choice by themselves. We have chosen freedom. We have chosen freedom, regardless how difficult it is. Initially, the stories were that, more especially the Igbo man cannot lock his shop because of you. The Igbo man love business. They want to make their money, even in the rain, they are there. That Igbo man cannot lock his shop. You're forcing him. You have seen it. It has been going on for 4 years now. The entire Biafran business is shut down because of their freedom. My people know the cost of freedom. They know the value of freedom. In as much as we have some few idiots who are doing one thing or the other. But I thank you, a very good number of Biafrans have woken up. And remember, majority carry the votes. They say in democracy, majority carry the vote. And already we have conducted a self-referendum. A self-referendum where more than 50 million people voted yes, that they want to get out of the zone. There is no way anybody can beat it. If you want us to stop sitting at home, you want us to remain with you, you must raise a vote that is more than 50 million. Conduct your own referendum and give us a vote that is more than 50 million and show us evidence. Until you do that, we are going home and no man born of a woman will stop our movement to the promised land. My fellow Biafrans, today, Monday, is a special day. And I thank Chukwu Okike that Biafrans are not sleeping. We know that there are some idiots that are sleeping. Just like the event that happened within the weekend. When I watched the event of weekend, I shed tears. The event that happened within the weekend, where you saw some clowns who claim to be billionaires displaying wealth, why their people are dying, why their people are being impoverished, why they are destroying the houses of their people. They are busy displaying wealth. You see them displaying wealth, throwing wealth around. Every Saturday, you see poor Biafrans, middle-class Biafrans coming together to raise peanuts together to get a nation that will suit everybody and make everybody equal. When I see what happened during the weekend, where one of the idiots said that he's celebrating his birthday, and fellow clowns came and they were all throwing money around, I feel ashamed of myself. I feel ashamed of myself. Look at the northern part of Nigeria. The northern part of Nigeria that we see as people who are not serious with themselves. Yet, I can bet you they have a man's wealth that you can never imagine on this planet Earth. Yet, you never see them behave that manner. We have seen a report of billions of dollars have been stolen by the northern politicians and the northern citizens. Even their children, you don't see them throwing money around or showing off the way these clowns are showing off. People who, when you go to their state, insecurity, which was created by the federal government, have ravaged their state and they surrendered it up. These are a bunch of clowns that when you talk about Biafra, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They have their investments scattered in Abuja. And these are the group of people that are fighting the restoration of Biafra. This group of people you saw there were the people who are fighting against the restoration of Biafra. Of course, they are okay with one Nigeria. One Nigeria has made them to become the fraudulent country called Nigeria have made them to become a force to reckon with. They do not want to lose that relevance they have in that fraudulent country. The fraudulent country called Nigeria has made them relevant, and they can't imagine what they will be when you have a sane society. And these are a bunch of clowns that you don't even know how they make their money. You can't even tell. They gather themselves, flaunting wealth, throwing money around, celebrating where there is bloodshed. Why the blood of their people is flowing, they are celebrating. It is a very sad thing to see, very heartbreaking to see. But I bet you, whatever you sow, reap. Biafra must come, and has come. What we are talking about today is full restoration. Full restoration. Just like the coming of the Messiah that was prophesied in the Bible. That when it will happen, some people will be busy celebrating and having fun. They'll be celebrating, and all of a sudden, the Messiah is here. Mazen Nandekano said it. Mazen Samuel said that. Some of them will still think that they are in Nigeria, even while Biafra has been already indicated. And when the time comes, it will pay for their evil deeds. Every evil they have committed against the Biafrans. My fellow Biafrans, those of us who have dedicated ourselves to make sure that they have a quality that every Biafran life is saved, do not look back, do not be discouraged. Continue consistently to do what you have. And I bet you, in a very short while, we will all celebrate and rejoice what you put in Abia we do. I thank you so much for joining, my beloved brother Maxwell. I can see you there. Thank you for joining. Before I give you the mic, let us just have this brief intro. Then my beloved brother Max will take up the mic.
On this day, we gather round to honor the heroes, lest they be forgot by Biafra soldiers.
To all Biafrans worldwide, from the Idoma to the Dede, the Igala to the Ogoni, the Ijo to Wanang, Orong to the Ekit, the Ikwere to the Igbo, and all Biafrans, mark your calendar. A historic moment is upon us. On Friday, May 30th, 2025, the United States of Biafra government proudly invites you, all citizens and allies of Biafra, to a 3-in-1 event to mark the Memorial Day of our heroes and heroines at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit and the inauguration of our DC administrative office, a beacon of hope, strength, and unity for all Biafrans.
Government, not the citizen, build up, we stand up one, united, in our united government, making us proud every day, blessed by the people.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for being there with us. I appreciate you. My beloved brother Maxwell, if you're still there, my brother Max, you can take up the mic and speak to Biafran people. Let's hear you out. My brother Max, if you're there. If you're not there,
Yes, I am here, Maz Chooks.
Go ahead, my brother.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome.
And good morning to each and every one of us in the comment section. Those in Biafra land, Mazen Namdekan, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, Dr. Ngazan Rabueze, and her crews, and those that are supporting Biafra, and the lovers of freedom. I salute each and every one of you, and I wish you a very happy Monday. As you are going out, may Chukwu Okike Abiama be with you, guide you, and protect you, just as he is going to bring you back into your various houses aboard, safely. Mazi, Chicks, there is something although it's been on the news now, but I think I have to elaborate a little on it.
Go ahead.
I saw a visit of the Nigerian Army guns in Abia State, old Abia State, where they were, I think, begging the Igbo Biafran speaking part of Biafra land to join the Nigerian army.
Quarters have begun a sensitization of mass enrollment of Igbo youths into the Nigerian army to fill up the drop-in quota of the Southeast Zone. Today in Enugu, army delegates are interfacing with local government chairmen, traditional rulers, a town union president, and leadership of the student union, echoing the importance and motivating the Igbo youth to join the Nigerian army, noting that withdrawal of Igbo youth from joining the army en masse could affect the collective interest of the zone.
The last quarter of last year, Enugu State had a slot of about 200 persons, but they were able to fill up to 100. A lot of young men that really want to join the army, but for some of these sentiments being bandied around, some of them lack encouragement from the local government councils. We have come to get the buy-in of the grassroots politicians, our royal fathers, to help us to raise these numbers so that Enugu State can fill up their slots.
Stakeholders in their respective speech applauded the initiative and accepted to carry the message home, while urging the army to address fears of marginalization of the zone.
Army, as one of the topmost organs of the government, wants us to participate. Let the story change. Let's go do some fundamental touch about Igbo's in this section.
We are more interested now than ever because he has communicated in such a way that makes us understand that it is not just about contributing to the nation building. It is about investing in your own self by belonging to the force that binds the entire country. Those of us who are privileged to be the stewards at our various local governments will drive down this message back to our place.
Before now, our people used to think that joining army is of no benefit to our people. But with the message we got today, the sky is going to be our starting point.
The assurance was that henceforth, Igbo youth would find trust and confidence again in joining the Nigerian army. Eva Aneke, Hero TV News, Enugu.
Nah.
This is what they will give to you. And I'm here to ask all those useless Igbo people that gathered there. Because as is the when they were recruiting for Central Bank of Nigerian Workers, did they call you? When they were recruiting for National Petroleum Authority or Commission or whatever, NNPC, did they call you? They did not call you. But what they knew that you can do is to come and coerce you into joining the Nigerian force that has been infested with terrorists. Where are they going to post you? Are you not aware? Look, the time Nigeria had their dignity has come. The time when we were still there, things were not good though, but it was manageable. Today, you see soldiers, untrained, ill-trained soldiers behaving the way they are behaving. Those ones they said that were firing in the houses of civilians in Biafra land. Are they professional soldiers? Are they professional soldiers? They are training people that are half-baked soldiers to send to go and handle weapons, killer weapons. Killer weapons. You train someone to be efficient, to be very, very diligent in handling his or her personal weapon. You don't just hand it over to ordinary people or former terrorists. I urge all of you, if you have bought that form, please think twice before you go into it. Because you will end up like the others. Today, if you go to 44 Reference Hospital in Kaduna and the Yaba Military Hospital, you go there and look at the casualties that are there. The government has abandoned them. They are using their own money to buy drugs and to take care of them in those military reference hospitals. Even the allowance itself, I don't know how often they are being paid. Even while we were there, we were still spending our own money to buy ordinances, things like boots, things like uniform. If you really want to look good, come out dressed fine, you have to spend your own money to equip yourself, at least with uniforms and boots. Not to talk of now that they are embezzling all the money. I ask you people, please, if you are from my mother's land, think twice before you join the society that is designed to deal with your own people and aid those that claim that they own Nigeria to run over your land. It is your decision to make. Instead of you to go in there, support the United States of Biafra. That would be the best. Or keep silent. That is just the only thing that I will advise you for. Otherwise, you will regret it. Someone like me, I am lucky that I did not, things that are visiting, that are meted on those, my comrades there today, I didn't suffer them. Let me tell you, I was one of the most luckiest and loved child, one of the Biafran people. I entered into so many places where I should have been fired. I sustained gun bullets and everything from Chancellor people, MPFL, Liberia, etc. I suffered. So I do not know why hard as at that time. It's not what is obtainable right now as we speak. It is worse now. You have so-called repentant terrorists enlisted into the army to serve with you. People with a horrible ideology are being called repentant and enlisted into their military. And you, as a normal person, will not go and serve with such people. Huh? How did they de-radicalize in order to put them into the military? What are the checks and balances that were taken? The psychological, the mental status of these people and everything. Was it carried out before they enlist them into the army? And you are going to serve with such people? Well, I leave you in the hands of God. If you like, go and join. That is your business. But for me, I will advise you not to do that. And our people that are sitting at home today, I saw my Namoche, they will know. They will. Yes, sir. You see, we no go ever carry last.
Yes, so
we no go carry last. United States of Biafra will never carry last. I don't know. I don't even want to know what Dr. Ngason Rabese is doing. I know that she is doing his best to make the voice of the sovereignty of the United States of Biafra be heard in the appropriate quarters. And I believe she is doing that. What we need to do is to support him. I have been attacked since yesterday or the day before. They've been attacking me when I'm posting, her advancements and what he has done. What I have seen, I will repost. They are coming to attack. Seriously, if you go to my space, and you will see them. Oscar Chukwu, Virus, and the rest of them. I thought they say, look, for me, a man that served the military for 18 years, I have gone through wars, 5 wars, and so on and so forth. You cannot intimidate me. You can't intimidate me. I will contain you. I will contain you very, very well. And I will begin to tell you what you're supposed to understand. And our brothers and sisters, I can't mention their names here now. Nemoche Isioma, yes, I salute you for what you are and the support. And supporting me also in the attacks. So we must continue. Let nobody intimidate you or coerce you into submission, because you are the best people in this world. And I'm proud to carry your blood. I would never be ashamed to defend my mother's ancestral land or anybody that is supporting the freedom of that great land. It must come to pass in the name of Chukwu Kikabiyama. Thank you so much, Mazichus.
Thank you so much, my brother Max. I appreciate you for that very submission this morning. I welcome you, my brother Christian. Thank you so much for joining us. Go ahead and take the mic, bro Christian.
Yes, Rachus, good morning. And Ramas, good morning, my dear brother. Thanks for your effort and unrelentlessly pushing on. We have to keep pushing every angle, touching every area. We can never, we've crossed the Rubicon, like Onyendu said, we've crossed the Rubicon. We can't go back. We absolutely cannot go back. So we thank everyone for every effort made. Brachus has been so consistent. We can't thank him enough too, you know. So yeah, that thing you sent to me, Brachus, that link, I've just seen it because I've been a little bit busy, but it's I don't know, it's a well planned, well constructed, and easy to activate. You click the link, it takes you to all the states. You choose your states, and down below there's donate. You know, so you can fix it for monthly or weekly, depending. And you just do your donation. I mean, this is unlike the previous ones I was doing with this group, these guys, which eventually I get away from it. You know, but this one is well. Because I personally have faith. You know, I have faith in the USB. I have faith in the effort of the government, and we have to keep supporting. But so I wanted to ask you briefly before I go into the main thing. So is it like everything said based on states goes to the administration of the state? I mean, so because everything is decentralized, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's made on that way, on two ways, so that the centralization will have effect, and the people will can be able to reach out to their states and know how things are going on. Though on the fundraising, I think we have two ways that are the fundraising is now on two sides: the states fundraising and general fundraising.
Okay.
One is general, one is state. So
okay. Well. All right, so I think it is very like simplified in a way that you're able to locate your state, and so anything you give to your state, I think more like again the true federalism. I think it's also in the spirit of federalism. Every state run their affairs, and if there's need to, you know, like jointly or whatever, the federal comes. So I appreciate it a lot, you know. So okay, yeah, that is it, and like Brahmas was just discussing, you know, the issue of this Fulani hijacked Nigerian system. I was speaking with a friend yesterday, and we are also on that same topic, that this is another ploy, you know, it's another ploy. But the good thing is that our people, because I mean, you know, so. Yeah, the Nigerian, this Fulani hijacked Nigerian state has shown that they've shown undoubtedly their level of disdain, their level of hatred for the Igbo in the country. They've shown it again and again and again. So there's no point trying to, you can't even, so the people have seen to a large extent that it's just a ploy to lure them into, you know, to buy them. And this guy was telling me that, look, that the whole game plan is to get them because of level of joblessness. If they get Igbo youth, you know, Biafrans, because this is not just the entire South, as the, you know, the people are waking up. People know that this is just a ploy. They send them to the north right there for. It's incredible. It's incredible, my dear brother. So again, the criminal impostors that call themselves politicians in Biafra land, we know whom they are. We know where their loyalty lies. They have absolutely no faith, no belief, they don't care about the people. So they are just there to serve their pocket. So they are working with the Nigerian state to lure people into going to the army. Why? You go to the military to do what? But when it comes to other position, they deny you. They say you are not good enough. They don't trust you to be president of the country. They don't trust you to head CBN. They don't trust you to be the head of anything. They relegate you to the, you know. So these two, North and Southwest, they are the one benefiting the system. But now, well, they want to involve our people into it so that they can ship them there. So this sister, there's this sister Lisa. She did a marvelous job on this topical issue. I don't always agree with her because she's obedient. You know, she's one of the obedient individuals. But at the same time, she did a fine job. She really dismantled the Obandi Autono, but had the zoo on top completely. So if you're a Biafran youth, if you're an Igbo youth, I think it's better you stay alive, first of all, because him that is alive, have hope for tomorrow. But when you are gone, you are gone. There's nothing for you. There's no hope, anything left. So it's my dear brother.
Just imagine if they don't have ulterior motive or on the Igbo speaking Biafrans, how will you give Enugu 200 slots? During our time, you know how much they give the Abia State, old Abia State? Was 40. 40. I was one of the candidates at that time. 40.
Okay.
But now you say 200. So Enugu will give you 200. Anambra will give you 200.
Imo will give you 200.
Imo will give you 200. Out of these 5, according to them now, you are going to get how many?
Okay. That's
about 1,000.
1,000. Okay.
So do you know what 1,000 able men and women would do in your land?
Exactly.
Jesus Christ. And where they are going to put them, you do not know.
Yeah.
Because they will send you, for me, from Abia State, there is no time they brought me to South, and Southeast or Southwest. I was in the North. I was in the North throughout. 18 years I was in the North. From Unguru State to from Kaduna after my Zaria after my graduation, then to Bukavu Barak, Kano State, 3 Brigade. From there to Unguru, Yobe State. From there again to Liberia. Come back to other places. Then the last one was from Kaduna to Bakassi Peninsula. From Bakassi Peninsula, I came back to Kaduna. Kaduna to Niger State, TRADOC, Training and Doctrine Command. Mina, Niger State. I've never served in Southeast or Southwest before, simply because of where you come from. Exactly. And that is what they are going to do these people as. They will ship you there and bring their own here while they are ransacking our people over there, capturing them and buying them, just like the video that you see. Their own is dealing with the remaining of our people here. Never. It will not happen.
I like how you dissect this treachery, because it is what it is, treachery. When I had the military, I don't know who he is, he was talking about a slot given to a state, 200. And I was like, really? So, so if you, I really like the way you break down this whole criminality. So if a state, you call them cycle, dots in the whatever, because they're small. If they're producing 200, so 5 will give you about 1,000. Then how about the Delta? Then how about all the states in the, so how many millions do you want to raise? So they are just looking for, it's obvious that they just want to clear up the young ones, so that, because everything they do is to make it soft landed, to give the jihadists, Fulani, terrorists from the Sahel region, that soft landed. It is, I don't know what is happening. Oh my goodness, it's a terrible thing what is happening. That this thing was well orchestrated. The Buhari, a jihadist, a terrorist himself, he orchestrated it in 2015. And the governor, Bala Mohammed, you see these things that everybody does, like Brachus now, I always say the significance of it cannot be overemphasized. I'm telling you, people are, you could pretend all you want, but the truth is out there. There are so many videos that Brachus we have dealt with, talked about on this program. I see them in other programs. You can't even imagine. Brachus, let me just quickly say this, that about a week ago, you talked about these Fulanis coming, they go straight into the bush, and they built a community there. You raised it. You were the first on this program. You raised it here. Now, I've seen other programs from the Edo people discussing, in fact, showing the video of the Fulanis creating a community in the bush, meaning that, yes, decade down the line, their children will be contending with you, telling you that this is their ancestral. Oh, my goodness. So let's just we have to keep going. But it's also is not child's play, because it was 2 days ago I saw a program on it's actually based on what is happening in Texas, United States. Texas, you cannot, the audacity of these people trying to create a Islamic community in America, Texas. Can you imagine? So I'm telling you the truth. It's a massive project. Jesus Christ. Huge. I tell you, bro, there's a reason why Trump came at this time. This is not just accident. This is not ordinary. Trump, God knew what he was doing. They couldn't take him out because there's a reason he let him come at this time. And prayer is that everything shall be, all the crooked road shall be made straight. Everything hidden shall be made manifest. People can say what they want. Call them racist, whatever. I don't care. I don't care. Racism is nothing to me. I've lived in Western world for decades now. There's not racism is nothing. You have to keep focus right on the big agenda.
Racism is just a distraction. Even in that zoo, don't you have racism?
Oh, okay.
In that zoo.
Oh, in South Africa.
The Nigerian government is doing against us today. What do you call it?
Oh, in South Africa that say we are one. Africa is one. Africa is one. They are chasing Israel. They are chasing Israel, bringing Israel to ICC to be destroyed. But meanwhile, in that South Africa, they are killing other African people. They say they are one.
Africans.
Okay. And they sit there, the Nigerian government, this Fulani hijacked Nigerian system, continue day in, day out to massacre Biafrans. South Africa will not stand up and say, why are you trying to ethnically cleanse these people? From the 1967 to 1970, till this day, the plan has continued to be in work to wipe out the Biafran people. They never spoke nothing. They never said nothing about it. So I don't buy that racism, like you say, just a mere distraction. To see that the audacity of these guys to think that they have this project they want to embark on, but the governor of the state, Texas, has sworn. He said he will never allow it. That you cannot come from wherever you come to have a country within a country and impose your ideology, your religion on people. That is a Christian nation. So you see that, like I said, we just thank God for a time like this, and I keep saying it that Dr. Ngozi Arabeze came at the right time, and the opportunities are there, and I believe very much that this is the right time, and if she just keep pressing, keep pushing the right buttons, I'm not gonna be able to say certain things, but the opportunities are there. Biafran just need to support her, and she will press the right button. You see things turn around. The zoo is finished. We've been saying it. People think that it's not just wake up and it's done thing. No, it's a gradual process, but the zoo is gone. The zoo is completely finished. So the people are saying 27. Well, see 26 first before you know if 27 will, So my brother, thank you so much, Brachus. Yeah.
Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate you for that very amazing contribution. And on that note that my beloved brother is just talking about, Bro Max has also elaborated on, any Biafran man, any Biafran young man today that allowed himself to be deceived to go and join the Nigerian terrorist military, you have just signed your death warrant.
Exactly.
The message has been clear right from the time of Mazen Nandekano. It is a very clear message, and you wouldn't say that you didn't hear. So all those nonsense they are doing, you can imagine Nigerian military coming out to beg. I could remember in that Nigeria, when our people were applying for NDA, you will pass your exam for NDA, yet they will deny you admission.
Yeah.
Even when they give you the 40 slots that my brother Maxwell was talking about, do you know that inside that 40 slots, they will still use some Janjaweed and put them in that among those 40? You will not get up to that 40. You will write exam for NDA, apply for all you care. They will never admit you. They will never take you. But all of a sudden, they are the one now coming to beg. And the whole world is watching. This, their movement alone should tell the world that Biafrans are tired of Nigeria and they are gone. We are gone and gone for good. For you to see Nigerian military begging the Biafran people to join the military, you should understand that the Biafrans have gone. You know, they will continue to pretend all is well, pretend. They will never accept. They will continue to pretend. But we, the Biafrans, you must be consistent. Don't put your belly forward. When the time comes, this job you are talking about, you will have job more than you have jobs to do. But at this time, if you know how you are going to manage yourself to survive and continue to be alive, do it. Do not compromise the liberation of the people because of your stomach. We have had it time and time again that African people put their belly forward before their freedom. Many people that have decided to fight for African freedom went back because of this. That our people, they put their belly forward. In this case of Biafra, we have learned a lot of lessons. We have learned a lot of lessons. And the case is very, very clear that you wouldn't say you didn't know or you were mistaken. The elimination of the Biafran soldiers didn't start today. It didn't start today. From the pogrom in 1967, that was when they did that massacre. I played a program, a video here where somebody was testifying that I think the Biafrans, that man, Southwest man that was saying that Biafran had officers about 25 generals or so, or 30 generals, while the Southwest had 18, and the Northerners have about 8 or so. But during that 1967, they came around with their madness and they took away all the generals from the Southeast. Important people. Agui Ronsi, that was murdered in cold blood, was one of the first general in Africa that fought even with the United Nations, commanded an army of the United Nations, but they took him away. And so many other generals who were of Igbo extractions. They have continued this elimination. All of a sudden today, they want to now to come down and begin to recruit ordinary people that will be in the war front and begin to shoot guns for them. Meanwhile, the well-trained generals, people that were trained abroad, educated people who knows what military is all about, they have all eliminated them. Every one of them from the Southeast have been eliminated. They have removed them. But what they want from you today is a recruit. They want to recruit people, infantry, people who will be on the ground and continue to shoot guns. But those of us who have been educated, went to courses abroad, they have all eliminated them. Before you, just like my brother Max said, before you as a Biafran will think of joining Nigerian military, please go to their hospitals and check the people who are there, their conditions. Go and check and ask questions. We have seen many of them come out and make video. Go and check how are they taking care of them. And this is not just about the Biafran people. Everybody, every Southerner has to wake up. We are concentrating on our people because that is where our own area of jurisdiction are concerned. But everybody in the South, including the Dudua people, you heard how they killed the young girl who was a flight officer, a very young, vibrant girl. They killed her and they said it's just an accident inside the barrack. Car accident inside the barrack. And that was how the story was told, and that is all. Many officers, well-trained officers, have been eliminated. Today, they want to bring you on the ground to use you against your own people, and at the end of the day, eliminate you. And they come, they are campaigning, and some of you are listening. Could you people please, that person that will bring you that form to fill, the person that will come to preach that in your village, tell him to go and recruit his members of his family.
Yeah.
In his family, they will have male child. They have relations who are male and female. He should go and recruit them first. Everyone among those idiots sitting there and clapping hand and making speeches, those clowns who are here, there, making speeches, all these people, both the traditions, all these clowns with their beards that are making speeches, they should go and recruit their members of the families first. Enjoy the military. enjoy the money. Even they should take extra, put ghost workers, enjoy it. Tell them to go first. These atrocities have been happening for a very long time. And I thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama that finally the message have sunk down into the heart of every Biafran. It is not a propaganda. We are talking about reality. That is why when we speak on our platform, we say, go and verify. Whatever we talk about here, on your own, go and verify. When they are preaching to you to join the military, go and verify. The people who were there before you, what happened to them? Why did they run away? Why did they resign? The ones that died, how did they die? The ones that has injuries that in the hospital, how are they taking care of them? And how many of them are from the north? Ask this question before you begin to consider whether you will join them or you will not join them. People like this who come and speak eloquently and tell you, oh, they want to give us chance now to take to give our score. If we don't occupy our own space, it will be as if we cannot be able to. These are mad people. Somebody like this, let him go and put his own brothers, members of his family first.
Yeah.
Every one of us should be at alert. Biafra is gone, and the whole world is watching.
Yeah.
When the world look at Nigeria and see that they are begging people from Biafra to join their military, they should know that something is wrong.
Exactly.
And they will be asking questions. The declaration of Biafra on the 29th of November 2024 is not a joke. Just like my brother Christian said, this thing is a gradual process. Full restoration is going to happen. It is a gradual process, and we are getting to that. The government of the United States of Biafra are doing what they have to do. And as I always say, what the government is doing today to position themselves properly for the right time. We thank Chukwu Okike Abiyama that we are alive to witness what is going on today. When the change is going to come, when the wind is going to blow in Africa, we will be well positioned to take over our land and protect it. I thank God that Biafrans are hearing the message.
Massachusetts, you know, the game plan, let me just say quickly, the game plan, you can be rest assured, but I believe that they will fail, or they failed woefully already. The game plan is to gather our youth, our boys, send them to go and buy in the north while fighting Boko Haram and terrorists that they created it, and they will expose our youth to, you know, like put them exactly. So, and back home, they will now bring these northern Fulani terrorists, repented ones that they put in the military, they will bring it into Biafra land. So you see the game plan, why they take our recruited boys, send them there to go and finish them up, then their own terrorists that they put into the military will come to Biafra land and be, so it will be like double jeopardy. While they are slaughtering them over there in the north, they will also be doing the same in Biafra land, so that at the end the job will, you know, but they fail already because the message has really eaten deep. So I have relatives. I told them, I said, look, if you have to sell water, if you have to do farming, if you have to do whatever you have to do, stay alive. Just persevere. In a short while, things are going to change. But that will only happen if you are alive. If you join your enemy, it's like you are joining the enemy against yourself. That is the shortest, simplest what it's all about. You are joining hand with the enemy that is bent on, you know, taking you out. So that is the short distance. Thank you, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bro Max, make it brief.
To add to what my Namoche just said. See, they've been hunting you for many years. They are not able to get you in the numbers they want to.
Yeah.
Now they want to now use this to bring you in and do the needful. If you check what happened during the war, the Biafran war, I will always remember Biafran's days. See, the Igbo-speaking Biafrans were heading most of the top appointments in the military as at that time. There were so many. Aguiyi you said, commanded force in Congo under United Nations. They were the management of the army as at that time was very, very good because they merited it. They merited it. It was not by Guru or quota system. When you look at the SEO, that is the states owned enterprises in Nigeria at that time, just please bear with me. At that time, we are all managed, let's say 60-65% of the workers were all due to meritocracy. They merited and they were all working. When you go to Iguacha refinery, check the number of people that were working there at that time. It was working at optimum level. But immediately they did what they did to Biafrans. And they refused to bring them back. Check them today from that 1970 to today, if any of them have worked. Any of them has worked, I mean. Starting from the refinery, and that one is in comatose. That's why the amount of money, something must happen to the money that they voted in there to resuscitate it. Go to Ajokuta State Complex. Go to all other state, enterprises and see what is going on there. Even look at the Murtala International Airport and look at how it looks like. I'm telling you, you cannot deal with people that did not do you anything and expect those organizations to work. The reason why it is where it is today is because of what they have done to you. And if you do not remember, and if you want to go and join the same evil organization, you will pay the price as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother Max. Thank you for that contribution. And we are going to go. I think I see my brother Akonyo with you there, but let's get introduction from brother Greg. My brother Greg, let's give us a brief introduction. Then we allow Akonyo with you from Homeland to speak. Then you can now take back your mic. Go on, my brother Greg.
Okay, my family, Biafrans, my greetings to you all. I can see Brother Mars, Brother Christ, Konya with yes, living the picture of our deep end. All are involved in the house. So my greetings, and I'm listening, and as you said, let's Akonya with, as you said, let him come. There is no problem.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Greg, for that understanding. Because of the homeland situation, let's allow brother Akonyo to go ahead and give us your contribution.
Yeah, so thank you, Uncle Chip. Good afternoon from my end. And I greet everybody on the platform. Greetings, everyone. So,
yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. Let me take on from what Uncle Mark said. When Uncle Mark was elaborating on the top head and how the system was then, I want him also to remember that those men that he made mention of their names, they were all trained by British forces. All of them, they collected their training from Britain. So that's why I say that our people should get themselves more of the history of the system Nigeria. They should get themselves more of the system of Nigeria. And if we know the Lailetia Makeshi, but if you're only from Utinisi, Onwa, anya mmiri mụnwa aga adapụrụ onye anwa. And this game ha play bụ ndị Hausa. I want to explain it from another dimension. You see, this thing is an orchestrated plan. By the time our people will turn their back on them, the orientation they will be giving their people again will change. They will tell them that we have told you people that this Igbo land is ours. Now, never abandon army. They should as well know that if nobody apply, because people are backing off from army, just that army people, they are not putting their news online again. They issued the one in last year that all the things that are happening in the army, that journalists should not come and write without their authorization. All the killings, like that Yobe said that on a life, they beheaded 3 soldiers. Like Okocha was saying yesterday, that they looked and they kidnapped 10, beheaded 3. But the news is not, he did not verify the news there, but from how the news came to him, that he still believing. Let me tell our people, we have to sit up. These people are shooting all the bullets they have in their gun. They are for us. They are really planning for us. So we might have to sit up. The event that took on last weekend in Ala Bukotiego, I weep for our people. I swear I weep for our people. And then you had a water chamber on our ocean law. I am going to learn when I'm with it. At the same time, I had a fight with the senior and I am with it. Because all these ones they follow. Kubana chief priest are people on our topic. If you remember when Turkey say before they give you citizenship, you must come and buy house, own a property in their land. Kubana chief priest rule on that time. Kubana no one has rule on our topic. This is rule. One day have money. They all bought out. They make video of it. We keep all those information. They make video of it. Not only Turkey, they hang with the also hang with a property, hang with the citizens. All of them, really will have a private jet. They will just enter, all of them will go away. I lost all go. Often when they're from, I lost them where they're from. I did go. Sometimes they met a better Bundi, I am my Bundi age, the other group, the one so called Roy. This guy, Kai report, a analysis this morning. A cool should go threat. They admit no young Zuma because in his post, also that La Zuma, La Commander Thunder, now La Zuma CJ, so you can no more. But during the time at La Zuma, Nandiana the Zuma has the love of Dr. Ngozi, not because of La Dr. Ngozi to the Zuma commander or commander. No, I am not the Zuma boy. Now, oh, they got your mad admit this morning. Na post yesterday. No, how am I Zuma? All this is how behind it now. I'm not pleading with them to come. You had this morning. Because when you ask them now, I think during the apartheid regime in South Africa, there were so many factions. But I have gone through the history of that apartheid. The further other factions like Mandela, they were all speaking to one fact. Now we don't want the dominance of the white. We want our country to be fair. We want our country back. They did not go against Nelson Mandela. They were not the one that prescribed Nelson Mandela. But our people, the other group, have their enemy, the strategy, the strategy and the device, means standing able how to attack Ngozi, how to set Ngozi up, how to call us food, how to attack their brother. This is the Simon. And when any message from all of them, Abuka donate money. We want to Simon. Ngozi is this. Ngozi is that. So I don't have much to say, but what I want to tell anybody, I'm a youth. And my brothers, don't join the army. You don't join, you go to your home. This is free world. You can choose whatever you want to be. If you want to go there and die in shame, you go and die in shame. They've even contacted the Ukocha platform ya buru ibu ya nyere ha aka gbasa ozi ọma. If you can lay hold on that video, Okocha came and said that they've contacted him and even plead with him, let him advise ndị be anyị ka ha ba join ya ha. Onye ọ sọrọ ya je soro ndị lasisi ala la fight for existence and ownership of land. Ndị be anyị bụ ndị la fight for their heritage. Na bule ha le me ma jụọ ma Biafra anyị na-alụ ọgụ ya, opposition ka anyị na-alụziri ọgụ ya. Ka maka ala be anyị laghachi na alaghachi nara anyị. Onye jụrụ ọtụ ọgụ ọkwa gị na 2015 na ya sobere Simon. Like ụfọdụ siri gwa m na kedu ka unu ga-esi pụta gaa napụ ha ihe ha fight wabara na agụrụla agụ anyị. Ọ na-abụkwa ọdụ mecha mụ ala adịghị onwe m opposition ka anyị na-agọzi ka anyị kwesịrị ịzụ ka anyị nweta be anyị. Ma enweta be anyị ọrụ ga-akarịkwa position ọfịsis adịghị dị ga-atakwa nkụ. Ndị niile na-azọ position today enweta obodo ala ekwekwa na aka akwụkwọ ha n'igwe a ọrụ ga-aka nkụ. Enwebe anything, enwebe any photo dey exist in existence na our place. All those rubbish ụlọ ha na-arụ gọọmenti nwere ike idemolish. Ma ọ bụrụ na enwe quantity survey of our land replace our land draw the city map. Enwere ike ụlọ niile anyị fụrụ ndị mmadụ ji eko adanye na ebe a ga-ekpochapụ. Gọọmenti ikpochapụ ị ga-eti ha ihe. Ndị rụrụ na-agwọta wezi kwanụ. So there will be abundance of work. Intelligence, Biafra can be based in intelligence. Intelligence can demand many people to work. Israel adote ni chame popu kitikwa na arụ ọrụ ọ bụ na enwe ka war si bịa ịkpata. Ọ gaghị abụ ụdị ka sistem Nigeria bụ ndị dịrị na ndụ ndị Israel. All the citizens ka bụ ndị amị. Ị ga-eje training, nwee training. Intelligence ga-anọ. So many countries, I don't know of US, ndị nọ na office la handle police affair. Abụghị trained officer. No ndị ọzọ trained officers na-anọrọ onwe ha SWAT team or police nọ n'ụzọ. Ọ bụghị obodo aka ma ndị police, ihe ndị police nọ bụ ịnọ na station anata ego bailout na onye a butere okwu na ndị leso ọrụ ga-adị. But I don't know why people just head bent because of inweta ego. Unu ga-anọkwa ahụ laa eke anụ oke ọkụ agbacha ụlọ anyị. A ga-anakwa ebe unu na-achụ oke ụfọdụ leke nke ha rụgụrụla ọkụ ọkụ ewe gbuo ụlọ anyị. Ọkụ bụ ozi mmezi onye ọ chọrọ isoro amị ya soro amị. M nwere ekwu gị ya akpọbụgo m kwa amị banye n'aka akụkọ m nọ like 4 years na nta na mada arụ. And all these things are from us kwuru na enwego m inspection as in ejere m second day CPR na one military barak nọ n'Owede n'Ogun steeti. Ndị be anyị agbajiri ụkwụ for 5 years ndị mechara ọgụ Boko Haram during Jonathan nọcha ebe ahụ. Ofu onye ka m yọrọ data nyete ya nọmba ka ọ ga-esi kọntaktị Simon ebe ole ebe akwa. Ndị ọzọ ọda tribe asị na ihe a ga-ajọ nyize amị na-abụ n'ọrụ adịghọ. Na ọ bụ na asị na ọrụ dị na ya nwa ga-arụ amị. I'm telling you, ọ bụrụ ihe ọ bụ na wepụta fon m rekọdụ ya na onwe ike they will catch me. I will send a voice note for you. Nwa ada agwa gị na agwara m na anya okoro ka a na-agwa m ya na Owode barak. Onye mara Ogun steeti ga-ama side ebe dị IGP of Nigeria na Ogbekọkwu. So ha na-agwa m ya, I bought family give them the drink. People are complaining. N'ijiri kwe maka na ụra adọ eso na amị ndị ga-akpọpụ oge dịka ọ gbasara. But ndị be anyị take off now. After this shenanigan hala parade now, they will go and reorient their people. That you see they do not want to join us, that they are preparing for war. Akuhanya like that, I said ndị terrorists Ndume may admit na 3 local governments is gone again, like Sandika side. Fulani may take vote, but I leave the house under the quota from pillar to post, checkpoint. State of emergency again declared that side. They don't want to declare it. They are fighting. The militants, they don't get to bomb again. They want to create chaos everywhere and outside the line. So that they will be taking our resources. And the people are still sitting up, saying that we are full, we are miscreants. We don't debate. That's all I know. Mana ndị be anyị ka ala akụ nụrụ mgbịrịgba onye ejekwala ụmụnne nke m I don't tell them isikwa na ihe eje aga m ama gị eriri gaba mana nwụọ anya mmiri ma ga-adatara gị nkịta bụ anwụọ akọnsilie ya ọ bụzikwa mgbe a na-enwu dị akpọ famili nkịta ha agbagbu na akọnsilie ya ha pụta na midia sị na onweghị onye egburu na-asị na nọ ndị bandit incur a casualty. Why name go thousand? There are so many people in this side the moon before it's a halatabere. One day for my dad, I will go to sit almost 3 years now. One your mamma on the go back on, one your mamma can on the or no, I want one only a job of your sin as you got up there. Up and then an army before the last EJ again. You know, because I never I report no Babio or not then. Or I'm in there, woman live, only lady, big pastor, you will be fine. Oh, only did the hallelujah, only did the gospel, you want to get to that.
Thank you so much, my brother Akonye Wetere. You have spoken well, and we are hammering on it. And I saw a comment. If you can see the comment that I just put on that place now, that comment was made by a brother, Anebu Achara. And I will read the comment for you to understand. You know, when we are saying this thing, there are eyewitnesses, people that have been in the front and they have felt it, they have seen it. So let it not be as if you're making words up. I'm going to read the statement of this our brother. The same thing, testimony that our brother Akonye made here now, and the same thing our brother Maxwell is saying. Somebody who was participating, and what I just explained there, look at somebody who had a first-hand experience on it again. Look at what our brother Anebu Achara wrote. He said, in 2013, I took my son to PH to be enrolled in the army. He was rejected, even after passing the exam, because they are demanding money, which I refused. Today, that my son is a graduate in FITO. You see, the son passed the exam quite all right, passed the exam to enroll in the military. But what did they do? They rejected him, and they were demanding money. This is just one out of many. I just said it here before, that people, there was a time when NDA, even my own senior brother applied, passed the exam, but no admission. Then, so it didn't start today. For them to all of a sudden wake up today now, they want to recruit. They are just begging, come and join, come on. Run for your life before it is too late. Run for your life before it's too late. You might not be alive to tell the story. Run for your life. Go ahead, my brother Greg. Let's hear you, my brother Greg. Go ahead, take the mic.
Yes, so thank you again, Brother Choose. And all the Biafrans, today is Monday again. We're in the new week. Moving forward, thank God for the people who are still keeping to the agreement of sit at home. That is every week referendum. And may God bless the land of Biafra and keep Mazen and the corner strong. And he will come out victorious as was prophesied, that he will come out victorious. And our leader, PM Simon Ekpan, may God strengthen him and keep him as well. And he too will come out victorious against Finland and the Nigerian government. Yes, and I thank all the cabinets and all the media. My respect and my prayers for all of them and all the whole Biafrans. Today, I have been listening, although I did not join in time from the beginning. Number one is that Nigeria has become a laughing stock, and they will remain and go down and go down and go down. I think I'm coming out.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Go ahead.
Okay. So, you know, there is no point of lamenting or trying to tell our people what they're supposed to know even better than we are that are not on the ground in the land of Biafra. Any person that makes himself enemy of his people, that is his own business. Any person that go and sign death warrants, because signing that signing that agreement to enter into Nigerian Biafra army is a death warrant. Because as long as you come from Igbo land and from Biafra land, you have no anywhere to hide. If you run to the north, the military will betray you and they will kill you. That is obvious. They will betray you with your terrorists and they will kill you. If you come down to your land where they are killing your people, every person that wants to join Nigerian army, you ask, why must the army go inside a house and kill a young lady of 12 years old and no politician is talking? Then you will put yourself in that shoe. If it were your sister, if she were your sister, or if you were a brother that was being killed or the way they killed the Igbos, and you are in the Nigerian army as an Igbo man, with which conscience are you coming down to tell the Igbos, the Biafrans, to join you in the military? Is that not evil in the highest? So if you are an Igbo man or a Biafran from every part of Biafra and you go and you join Nigeria army against your people, because when they send you to the north, the military, your military man will betray you to their people in the north. They will kill you. That is obvious. And when you come down to the east, they post you to the east to come and kill your people, to come and sabotage your people. The land of Biafra will work against you and you will die. There is no two ways about it. So before you pick up your this thing, you will go and sign something that they will pay you 30,000, 40,000. First of all, visit every barrack. Visit every Nigerian barrack, army and police, and see how they look like. Visit them and see what those barracks and where you're going to stay and how much they will pay you, how it looks like. Check the people who have served Nigeria, who have served Nigeria for years. I was watching one program yesterday where they were interviewing Christian Chukwu. Christian Chukwu died, as I heard. And this is a man that served Nigeria. After his football career, he worked as a coach. And especially somebody who worked as a coach for Nigeria and retired, Nigeria owed him until he died. Even when he was sick, when they were looking for money to for him to go to abroad for treatment, it was Adanuga. I think that was Adanuga that donated some money. That time, that should be how many years? About some years ago. That make him to live to this time before he died. And do you want to volunteer yourself? Some of us who have relations, brothers, sisters, who are not worrying, disturbing their family to come out from anything that called Nigerian service, that is your own problem. Because any person that related to me, I tell him, quit into anything that called Nigerian service. Make sure you come out of it. Because if anything happens to you, you are your own. You served Nigeria for many years. If a military man, officer die in the war, they don't pay you more than 4 or 5 million naira, which cannot even build you one room apartment, a kitchen and toilet as a military. So why must you spend your time going to serve Nigeria and sign death warrant against your people and against yourself? So when they say, don't go and join, don't go and join, I'm not telling you don't go and join. If you want to die, go and join. That is your own business. So that is number one. So, you see, that is the number one. Then you come to and what we are doing, fighting to make sure that we will get ourselves. And some people are sabotaging what we are doing because of their selfish interest, because of what they think they want to benefit or the position they want to acquire. So all these ones that you'll be going into a Nigerian army, you ask yourself, how many of them who went there and survived? Those who come to the certain position to the army, you ask them how they manage and how much they bribe before they get to that position. How much they bribed before they get to those positions. You see? So how many years till now that no Igbo person qualified to be in any sensitive position Except when Jonathan was in the military, that he used to, what do you call him? Ihezruka, or Ihezruka, which Jonathan chickenly asked him to come out because of Boko Haram. And when they pushed Jonathan just after this thing, Jonathan chickenly out and removed Ihezruka.
Of course,
so,
because Ihezruka was about to demolish the Boko Haram.
The Boko Haram. So they started writing into international community that Ihezruka is committing genocide in the north, which was not true. Because Buhari told them that the fight against the Boko Haram is a fight against the whole north. And the same north to tell you that Boko Haram is fighting for the interest of the north. And that is why this man will come out, Sheikh Husani will come out and tell you that if you are doing all those things, don't do it in the north. So they know the area that they mapped out that those things can be done. So my people, talking too much concerning these people, the question there is, all those the Easterners who are telling you to come and join army, Peter Obi have children, have male children. Ask Peter Obi, let his son go and serve. After all, American presidents, the last one that ruled the country, what do you call him? Biden. His son went to war in Iraq.
Yes, sir.
And Biden was also went to war. George Bush has sent in. Most of their children serve in military. So let Babangida children enter into military. Let Peter Obi children enter into military. Let what do you call him? Soludo children enter into military. Let Mba children come and enter into military. Let those of them children go enroll in military. Let all the governors in the east and the politicians, their children have to go and serve into Nigerian military. Why must it be always that the children of the poor people will be used as a sacrificial lamb? They will use you as a military, you come and protect them, and they'll be stealing billions. They'll be stealing billions, and you will be turned to their security. Let we catch them go and enter into military. How many? Let's the one that they say, let him tell Papa. Tinubu, Sheyi. Let Sheyi is still strong. He can enter military. Sheyi and the grandchildren of Tinubu can still enter military. Let them go and serve and protect the Nigerian government. Yes, that is how it works. They don't take your chances every time. They take advantage of the poor people. They keep you poor and they ask you to come and protect them. Because when they talk about going into police and into the military, it is to come and protect the politicians, not to come and protect even the common man. So are you not asking yourself question? Why are the children of the politicians, none of them is entering into Nigerian military? None of them can even do youth service. They will pay money and they will not show up in their youth service for one day. They use money, at the end of the day, they will give them certificate. So, who is deceiving who? So for me, I don't need to dwell so much in telling somebody not to go. If you are my brother or my sister and you roll yourself into Nigerian army, that is your own business. Whatever you see there, you take. You see, if anything happens to you, I will not be among people who will print 1 naira to make sure they bring your dead body down. Not 1 cent. Because you signed it to go there and die for something that does not want it. You see. So there is no need of making too much noise about it. For me, it doesn't worth talking, because every Biafra person that's still at this point in time, when you're coming down, they will tell you to go and enter police or enter army. And you're not asking all those politicians, where are their children? Their children are supposed to come and carry gun and protect them. So when they are making fair, then those children of politicians will be run up and down to protect them. It's not only the son of the poor person that's supposed to be protecting the land and they're not getting paid. They will be giving you 50,000 that you enjoy into military of Nigeria, and they will pay you salary. They cannot even buy a bag of rice every month to sustain you and sustain your relatives, and you want to go and join into something that will kill you and kill your generations. So it makes no sense. So I just want to a little bit talk about a different thing, but I don't want to dwell too much in this military of a thing. You know, I just want to talk about what is happening in what we are fighting for, in our freedom. You know, I watched some people crying about documents in one program yesterday. They were saying that let Dr. Ngozi go and chop have party with the Biafra documents. So I find out that they are now they're coming up to realize that they are completely empty. Because last week, I think the DPM brought out a memo to tell any person that is holding anything that belongs to Biafra government to surrender it, and that brigade, any person operating himself or herself as a brigade is irrelevant and null and void. So now they are crying that they doesn't have documents, that because otherwise have documents, that they're waiting when PM come out and now they come out, then all those things, those documents that she's bragging that she signed with her, that she signed, all those documents will not have no meaning, and the Biafra was declared on the 2nd of December, not on the 29th of December. So when I watched this thing, I was laughing. You see, and this is the person that called himself APM, lamenting that the documents, he doesn't have the documents. So it makes no sense to me, because a lot of things are coming up. They are forming fake ID cards and some other things that are coming up. So any Biafran who is going there to give them money to make any fake ID card, that person is deceiving himself. So if you give them your money and they use your money and they give you fake ID card, you should know that ID card, those ID cards have been given a particular company to issue any documents for Biafra. They have the contract. So any other person that's doing it is doing it illegal. And that one you are giving your money to them to do will not help you. It will become fake, because it doesn't have the power and authority to issue any ID card. So don't go and give your money to carry any fake ID. You are going to put yourself in problem. So I just want to use this medium to let the Biafrans know that the truth will stand the test of time. And do not be deceived by people trying to use something criminally just because of what they want to gain. Never allow your money to go in a wrong place, except when you want to put yourself in trouble, or when you just want to use that money and waste it. So that is my little message to Biafrans this afternoon as we continue. So let me give my brother another person chance to speak before I will continue if there will be time. Thank you. Unmute yourself, choose.
Okay, sorry, I muted myself. So thank you so much, my brother Greg. I appreciate you. Thank you, bro Christian. I appreciate you. And I think we are going to end the program so that we can switch over to this very program I'm saying. You can see program I'm sharing there, important announcement, expert sound. The United States of Biafra Media is hosting a program on space. And I think the program it has started now, or maybe in a few minutes it's going to start. So let us switch over to that very program on space. The program has been advertised for some time ago now. So it says today date, Saturday, April 12, 2024, airspace, ref, and all that. The program is hosting today, airspace program. So I think we have to be there. Date is April 14th, 2025. Time 12 noon, Biafra time. Host, the Department of Information, Telecommunication and Postal Services, ITPS. Questions. So it's a question and answer section by the government of Biafra, by the Department of Information, Telecommunication and Postal Services, hosted on Space. So I think we have to end this program so that we can switch over there. It's a program we are supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be there by now. So let us go over to that place on Space. You can see the link either through the government platform or through Go247 or through our Deputy Prime Minister. The link is all over there. Through my own platform, you're going to see the link there so you can be able to join the Space program. So we're going to
Biafra, my right to agitate, my right. They turned it from this felony now to terrorism.
Breaking news reaching us now. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, has been arrested, extradited to Nigeria, and is right now being arraigned at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Kanu is facing charges bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the Federal High Court.
It was an unjust war.
Long ago, in the heart of Biafra, a nation was born from the ashes of war. A war that scarred the land and its people, yet it never killed the spirit of freedom.
The war aim of Biafra is purely to prevent ourselves being slaughtered, nothing more.
It was in this land, scarred by conflict, that Nnamdi Kanu was born, a son destined to revive the dream of independence for Biafra.
And if anybody is going to judge our success and failure in this war, it will have to depend on how much we have prevented the enemy from killing us.
Raised with the echoes of his ancestors' struggles, Kanu understood that the wounds of war ran deep in the hearts of his people. The scars from the Biafran War, which ravaged the land and cost countless lives, had never healed. The dream of an independent Biafra, broken but not forgotten, lived on in the hearts of those who survived. It was these voices, these memories, that called him to action. As Nnamdi Kanu grew, so did his voice. He became a preacher of justice, a messenger for those who were unheard. He spoke not just for his generation, but for all those whose lives were shattered by the war. The pain of the past was alive within him, and his words resonated with the cries of the oppressed.
I was with them.
But as Kanu's message spread, so did the fear of the establishment. His calls for self-determination grew louder, shaking the very foundations of the government. They feared the revival of a Biafran spirit, one that could awaken the wounds of the past and ignite a new conflict. And so, they moved against him. Nnamdi Kanu was arrested, his body captured, but his spirit unbroken. The authorities believed that imprisoning him would extinguish the fire he had started. But they failed to understand the depths of his cause. The pain of the war, the bloodshed of the past, was not something easily forgotten. It was a flame that could never be fully extinguished. His arrest became a symbol of the struggle that began in the blood-soaked fields of the Biafran War. The demand for freedom was still alive. The fight for justice continued, not just for Nnamdi Kanu, but for all the lives lost, for all the children born into a world of scars. The fight for Biafra is not just his fight. It is the fight of all those who have ever dreamed of a free land. And though the past may haunt the present, the future is still unwritten. As long as the story of Nnamdi Kanu is told, as long as the voices of his people rise, the dream of Biafra lives on. Arrested again, 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 and yet again.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra, my right to agitate, my right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism.
This is Nnamdi Kanu speaking. Biafra land, listen. They thought they could silence me, but they didn't just cage me. They caged your spirit. They made you forget that our land still bleeds, that our people still suffer, that nothing has changed. 5 years in chains. But what about you? Are you not free? Or have they bound your voice with fear? The struggle was never about me, it was about you, your children, your land, your future. So I ask you, where is the fire that once burned in your heart? Where is the voice that once roared for freedom? Wake up! Rise again. Speak. Act. Remember who you are. This is Nnamdi Kanu.
Has been brought against the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra. We hereby demand the immediate release, the unconditional release of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. The global conspiracy against the Biafrans is unacceptable. We will never, ever accept it. It doesn't matter how they try to paint it, the whole world is watching. And it is sad that the world is silent, watching the atrocities committed against the Biafran people. Simon Ekpa is only asking for the freedom of his own people. He's only defending his own people, trying to save the innocent lives that are being wasted away. Free Simon Ekpa now.
this day we gather round to honor the heroes, lest they be forgot by Biafra soldiers.
To all Biafrans worldwide, from the Idoma to the Dede, the Igala to the Ogoni, the Ijo to Wanang, Orong to the Ekit, the Ikwere to the Igbo, and all Biafrans, mark your calendar. A historic moment is upon us. On Friday, May 30th, 2025, the United States of Biafra government proudly invites you, all citizens and allies of Biafra, to a 3-in-1 event to mark the Memorial Day of our heroes and heroines at the first ever Biafra Peace Summit and the inauguration of our DC administrative office, a beacon of hope, strength, and unity for all Biafrans.
Government, not the citizen, build up, we stand up one, united, in our one land, guided, government making us proud every day, blessed by the people.